Hey you guys, this is Rico and I am back again on your computer screens. Hope you guys are doing well. This is another night video. My lighting is all over the place. It's weird. It's like shade, light, shade, light. I hope my camera doesn't go out of focus. But let's get to talking about some topics, especially what's going on in the world. We have a yacht that landed in Hong Kong that has the US and China fighting. They are very much going at it, and it is all because this yacht belongs to the third most richest Russian man in the world. This yacht is worth over $5 million, and it all of a sudden washed up. Okay, well, it was driven up to Hong Kong shores. And many people wondered, well, why is it here? What is the point of this? This is so random and out of nowhere. And where does this yacht even come from? Why is this yacht in Hong Kong? And this man who is aligned with Putin, who is the president of Russia, strolls off, and he has a safe haven now in Hong Kong. And when many other different nations heard about this, they were shocked, livid. They wanted to know all of the information and the tea, basically, because they were like, why now did this random big yacht, mind you, this yacht is big, this yacht can see a whole football field and stadium and all the people within it. So for this yacht to just appear and for Hong Kong to welcome the yacht, America was like, you do know about the war with Russia and Ukraine and how we really are not okay with them right now, and we kind of had beef. And Hong Kong is like, you know what, we have our own rules of how we feel about this. We understand everything that's going on. But hey, we don't have no sanctions saying that we're going to block them or this man from coming to Hong Kong and having a safe haven. Apparently, he was already in Asia and just kind of drifted around. They said that he went back to Russia. Some people believe it was because he was trying to avoid sanctions once again. And then he ended up going through Japan, washed up in Hong Kong. And now the US and China have gone at it. China, which I'm like, okay, China really didn't need to say anything about this. But they jumped in the fray and they were like, you all are trying to make China look bad and Hong Kong look bad. And how dare you point the finger at Hong Kong and say, this is going to make everything bad for your trade and your economical growth. You all are just trying to make everybody look bad. And the U.S. is like, no, we really just have sanctions toward Putin and everybody associated with Putin. So that's all that it is. And Hong Kong leader spoke out and he said, you know what? We don't have nothing against him. We have no sanctions. We are not going to stop this man from having his yacht in our waters. If the United Nations want to come through with some sanctions and say, you know what, yeah, we're going to block you and your trade and whatever like that, so be it. But you're not going to pressure Hong Kong into not being a free-thinking country. And I can completely understand that, because once again, this is kind of the whole thing that Hong Kong is constantly fighting for. Being free thinkers. Being free of control. Even though there's like a history even with Hong Kong's leader and sanctions and being charged with sanctions, and then kind of that same corruption with China. So it's a whole lot of ingredients in the soup, and it's all being mixed up and mixed around. I think that people are allowed to have their own opinions about things. I believe that two things can coexist at the same time. I believe that you do not have to agree with someone and their actions, but you can still respect that person, and you can respect that not everybody's going to agree with you. The war in Ukraine is awful and it's still going on. Can you believe that that started in 2014, you guys? And for such carnage to happen and to make so many people suffer, I can understand the judgment toward Russia. However, it doesn't mean that every single Russian person is a bad person, even though a lot of people are definitely giving Hong Kong the side eye just because of the connection with Putin, which I definitely can understand and can feel for. But I don't think that Hong Kong should be attacked or pressured into doing something that they don't want to do, especially with this situation and it just being a yacht. I do wonder, like, what is on the yacht? Is there explosives on the yacht? Is there money on the yacht? Is there women on the yacht? What's on the yacht? You know, it's like, that's a lot of room, you guys. You can put a lot of stuff on the yacht. I mean, he could put refugees on that yacht. He put his whole family on that yacht. He could put a couple dozen, more than a dozen Hong Kong people on that yacht. I mean, everybody could share that yacht. You could be on that yacht and never meet the person that you don't like. That's how big that yacht is. So it makes you wonder. I do think that people should be allowed to have their own opinions and their own actions. And you don't have to agree, but you don't have to disrespect the person. So this is a lot to talk about. My segue for this. I went to talk about like 2 different topics, but we gonna leave this as it is. So there's a lot to think about. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your various opinions. I will see you in the next video. Good night.